But I'm here today to talk about one of the most critical challenges that leaders face today, particularly Black women. New levels bring new devils. The higher you rise, the more life will come to knock you down. And it is through resilience that you learn to endure and stand strong. And that's what I teach women today. I tell people I'm in the legacy stage of life. What does that mean? I have earned so much, gained so much knowledge, information, insights on how to be successful that I want to pour it back into leaders, particularly leaders who look like me, unapologetically.
Oh, well, welcome to Spotlight Voices. My name's Natalia Nicholson. I am your host and the founder of Top 100 Most Powerful Black Women Summit. And I'm coming to you pretty much daily right now with our lineup of amazing keynote speakers at the Top 100 Most Powerful Black Women Summit. So we are featuring all of these gorgeous keynotes every single day, which you are going to have the opportunity to hear their wonderful masterclasses. From the 23rd of March to the 27th of March, every day there's going to be 20 masterclasses. So make sure you use the QR code on top of me and you get yourself some tickets and you share. However, without further ado, I would like to introduce you Dr. Helen Holton, a very, very well-accomplished, well-educated, well-achieved Black female entrepreneur that has so much to bring to the table. Dr. Helen, please introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about you and your story.
Well, thank you so very much, Natalia. I am ecstatic to be here. When I first saw the pitch for it, I said, oh, that's in my lane. I need to go and see about participating in this incredible global summit. Yes, I am a global leader. I've worked around the globe. I have titles and letters in front of my name and behind my name, all on the path to becoming who I am today. There are people to this day who still refer to me as the Honorable Reverend Dr. Helen Holton. And I've earned all those in front of my name with a few behind my name, like MBA, CPA, professional certified coach, certified personal and executive coach, and on and on and on and on. But I'm here today to talk about one of the most critical challenges that leaders face today, particularly Black women.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love your energy. Speaking of your energy, Dr. Helen, when people hear your name, what do you want them to associate it with?
Liberation. Perfectionism liberator is who I show up as today. I help high-performing, high-achieving leaders break free from the grip of perfectionism and live leadership as a liberated leader.
Oh, love it. And what is the work you're most proud of right now, Dr. Helen?
Oh my goodness. The work I'm most proud of today is being able to, I tell people I'm in the legacy stage of life. What does that mean? I have earned so much, gained so much knowledge, information, insights on how to be successful that I want to pour it back into leaders, particularly leaders who look like me, unapologetically.
Oh,
I am a
amen, sister.
Recovery. Yes.
I love that. And it's funny, you've got a wealth of experience. To me, you're like the oracle. Like,
that's a new
that's
one.
your new name, in fact. That's your new name. What would you say the moment that really shaped you for the woman who you are today as a leader? Like, was there one particular moment that was like, it was life-changing, or that aha moment, as Oprah calls it?
The aha moment was overcoming two incredible challenges in my life. So let me start by saying this. First, I'm a God girl, okay? God, I'm sold out with the Lord. And that is the source and the strength of everything that I am in this world. What does that mean for me? In my early 20s, I ended up losing both my hips under the care of two doctors to treat another condition and caused a side effect reaction that destroyed my hips. So for more than half my life, I am a bilateral metallurgic implant patient. And I have grown into understanding that That is my anchor. It taught me resilience like nothing else. And any other challenge that has confronted me, I have been able to rise above and keep
Love that.
doing, being unapologetically my most imperfect self. Yes.
I absolutely love that. And there is, like, everybody goes through different obstacles in life. And I always find there's one that really tests us, that brings us to your lowest point. And it's that pinnacle of yourself that once something's been taken away with you, like your movement, and it's going to give you disability. Mine was bankruptcy, not the same thing. But at the same time, it brought me to a point that regardless of what happens to me now, I feel like if I can overcome the state of what I was in, which was pretty bad, that means it doesn't matter if you take everything away from me, I'll build myself back up again. If I've done it once, I'll do it again. And I feel like that's the same for you. And I feel like all of us have got that aha moment. So if you can resonate with either myself or Dr. Holland, drop your comments into the chat. What was your aha moment? We've all got them. Something that brings you to that rock bottom level where it feels like it's going to be impossible to get up, but somehow, as we do as Black women, we find the strength from somewhere and we overcome it. And once you do it, it means that you can do it in other areas of life. And sometimes I think we need that reminder. So
it's like Maya Angelou said, and still I rise. It matters not what they do to me. When it happened, it is the one and only time in life I ever felt forsaken by God. And you talk about a lonely place. It was like there was nothing else until I came through that first surgery, and the pain I had lived with within my body in that moment, with more than 50 staples up the side of my backside, hoses, tubes, everything hooked up. The peace of being pain-free on the inside for more than a year was the eye opener to, yes, God never left me. And as life went on, I became stronger. And as you know, in the church, I grew up in the church, and the saints in the church used to say, baby, new levels bring new devils. Can I say it for the world that doesn't believe like I believe? The higher you rise, the more life will come to knock you down. And it is through resilience that you learn to endure and stand strong. And that's what I teach women today. That's what I teach leaders today, how to find the best of who they are. Through my book, Intentional Leadership, how to drive leaders' visions and teams forward. And yes, it is in that order, because a leader must have a vision. And a leader must have people who follow to make a team. And there are definite pillars in my book that I talk about. And what have I done with that book? I've created masterclasses, masterminds, all coaching programs, one-on-one, group, and team, to liberate people from what's holding them down. And I'm the perfectionism liberator. What does that mean? It means that perfection isn't equal to excellence.
Yeah.
Perfection is the trap that keeps us.
Yeah. Sometimes we wait for perfect, and we wait for a very long time. Dr. Helen, when you hear most powerful Black woman, what does that actually mean to you, Dr. Helen? Obviously, the summit's called Top 100 Most Powerful Black Women, but what does most powerful Black woman mean to you?
It means a woman that has survived the challenges of life and risen above it, and knows who she is and whose she is and why she is on this earth. To be a most powerful Black woman means you got there with some scars, some battle scars, that you look at them and you're reminded, and still I'm here with gifts and values to add to the world that no one else, by the way, can add but you. And so how do you tap into that power? And that's where I get.
Which is a really nice segue into my next question. What does ownership look like in your world right now? I talk about ownership a lot. I feel like we've been waiting to sit on tables, and I feel like we should be building our own tables, and they can keep their tables. What does ownership look like for you in your world?
Ownership means charting the course, living in. So let me back up a minute. This year is my year of alignment, of truly embracing my purpose, passion, and calling in this life. So I get up every morning. I call it work, but it's not work. It's what I love doing. It's why
Yeah.
I am on this planet. And I say to anyone, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's glass of champagne.
Woo! I like that one. I really like that one. I love a glass of champagne.
And look, today you have champagnes that are non-alcoholic. So I'm not advocating for anyone to break into something that they don't do. There's some wonderful ones
I've got non-alcoholic
that
champagne.
bubble, that give you the fizz and all that good stuff that makes you say, no, I have risen above the fray of average.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And what is the one narrative about Black women that you are committed to changing through your work?
The narrative that says, I don't have to prove myself, that I'm good enough, I'm better than good enough. And to own that, going back to your word of ownership, to own the power of you that no one else can bring to this planet but you. And it does require some training, some discipline, some understanding of who you are. And I help Black women in particular. And I say in particular because they're women who look like me. I wish I'd had someone 30 years ago to teach me what I know today. They say experience is the best teacher, but you don't have to experience everything to get what it means to be excellent for who you are and the gifts you bring to this world, because we all do.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I totally get that. And it's funny, there's so much power that we have as Black women, but I feel like many of those, especially those that come from the corporate world, when they're sitting in rooms, sometimes those rooms can make us feel less than. Those rooms that make us feel like, we're not good enough, we've got to perform more, or bring out imposter syndrome, even though I don't love that, but I get what it means. What do you think Black women deserve more of in rooms that make decisions?
The ability to find their voice and speak when they've been invited into the room. Don't just sit in the chair in the room and expect that other people are going to know you or the brilliance that you bring. You've got to open your mouth and say it. And have confidence when you say it, that you believe it, that when you walked in the room, you came in ready to be recognized, to be acknowledged for what you bring. Not that anyone in the room has to say it, because it begins here within you. Yeah. And I help women to find that voice. When I'm on LinkedIn and I see former clients of mine and I've watched the ascent from where they started to where they are today, I kind of feel like a mother bear, whose cubs have gone and they've grown and they've prospered. And I've had mentees of mine and other women say, "Oh, but Dr. Helen, I want to be like you." No, baby, be better than me. Take what I'm pouring into you and do even more than what I've been able to do. That is what legacy building is about. I don't have to put myself on a pedestal. I'd rather look at how I have grown through the watching others learn and take it and make it their own.
I absolutely love that. And I think that takes someone with great wisdom, great growth, which is why I called you the Oracle, to be able to have that type of mindset and thinking and make sure that you're spreading that word and getting us to understand that. I absolutely love that. And I often say that to people as well. I want you to be better than me. I say it to my children. I say it to students. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. Just like I want you to be better than my mum and dad. And it's just that encouragement. And that's what pauses out of your pause for me. That's you to a T. It really is. From the first time that I met you, all of you in the summit are good women. Like everybody, when you meet someone, that's good people. But Dr. Helen, there's something very nurturing about you. You want to see people win beyond belief, beyond legacy, and it just comes out of you. Which leads you on to my next question, actually. What is a challenge that you face that people would never guess?
The challenge I face every day is understanding that perfectionism is not excellence, and that I am a perfectionist in recovery. And I acknowledge that. And I acknowledge it enough to catch it most of the time when it's trying to creep back in and convince me that I'm not good enough. I am good enough. And whether it's through mantras, whether it is through daily practice of, what is it saying? progress beats perfection every day of the week. Every day of the week. Let me let it go. So what? All the I's aren't dotted and T's are crossed. I can pick them up on the back end, or I can own that you've got the content. You've got what matters of what I have to give and share with the world. And I'm going to bring it with all authenticity of who I am. I don't have a problem if I say something that's, oh, that's not what I meant. You know, I'm a preacher also, and I've been known in the pulpit to say something incorrect. I said, oh, no, that's not what I meant to say. Lord, forgive me. And I'm going to ask the rest of y'all in here to forgive me too. But let's keep it moving to go where we're going to go, because it's not about always dotting the I's and crossing the T's to prove that you've got the degree, you've got the experience, you've got the ability. If you are in that room, you've earned the right to be there. I can't speak for other people, but I can speak for myself. When I've had the opportunity to sit in the room with the President of the United States, to be in the Vice President's home with photos that we've taken together. Okay, that's a life experience, but it doesn't shape who I am. It just means I earned the right to be in that room. Now, the difference between playing politics and showing up in who you are, about the issues. Don't let the outer trappings trick you. Know that you have a purpose and you have a voice. And that, here's the big thing about inclusion. The stock market. So I am trustee, head of a public retirement system board. Diversity, a diversified portfolio always weathers storms better than one that is singularly focused.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
So you want to look at how money works. The stock market, since it was created in the 1920s, ultimately, if you look at it from inception to today, it has done nothing but gone up. Yes, it has some hiccups and it's gone down, and it's, what do they say? You don't sell when it's low and it's bottomed out. You sell when it's
high.
But we get caught up in the things of this world that aren't the true measures of happiness and joy and peace and contentment and gratitude. Oh, the best things in life you can't buy.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Isn't that the truth? We often think that money solves problems. Money's a commodity.
Like anything else, like milk.
Yeah, exactly. And I think sometimes we forget that. Dr. Helen, what boundaries or standard or non-negotiable change everything for you? Like, what is there one thing that you live by? If there was a law that you live by, what does that look like? What is it?
Integrity.
Yeah.
Which builds trust. When you don't trust someone that you're doing business with, why are you doing business with them?
And that brings up a big question, actually, because it's probably, I see it on both sides of the river. As all of you know from my accent, I'm based in the UK, but I'm transatlantic. I'm back and forth from the Caribbean. And I do find that sometimes trust amongst us as Black people can be low.
Yes, because here's a story. Went with some friends to a new Black-owned restaurant that opened up. Service was spotty at best. The food was and no one ever stopped at the table to ask them to correct it. Then we go to the white establishment and we talk about, oh, this is so much better. And look, the customer service people who came, the wait staff who came, they knew what to do. Yeah, that other place we went to, that Black-owned place, that's not going to survive. And then when it closes down, see, I told you it wasn't going to survive. Now, we go to an establishment by a majority population. Well, I can't even say majority, another population. And we think they're wonderful and excellent, but they had some hiccups. And you said, oh, excuse me, I ordered ABC, not CDF. I need you to bring me what I ordered. Oh, we're so sorry. And they take it away and they bring it back to you. But did you give the other business that looked like yours a chance?
And feedback. Yeah.
I go out of my way to do business with people who look like me. Has it always worked out? No. Will I always continue to do that? Yes. Because I was a local elected official. I spent 21 years on the city council of a major US city. And what I learned is that all politics are local. All transactions are local. And if someone disrespects you, it doesn't matter what they look like if you've been disrespected. You call it out. You speak truth to power.
Yes.
And one of two things happens. You get rectified or you get ignored. You get made whole or you don't. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything.
Ooh, that's powerful.
In your trust. And yes, I've been burned, but you know what? I'm resilient.
That you are.
That forgiveness is more about you than the person who wronged you. When you forgive another person, it frees you up.
Yeah, it does.
To go and trust others and not hold the negative aspects of someone who felt they had to treat you less than in order to elevate themselves.
Oh, I love it. Some brilliant advice here, ladies. A lot of good advice and reflection on ourselves. Dr. Helen, if a brilliant Black woman is building her own platform or business right now, what is the first move you would tell her to focus on?
Find like-minded people like you. Find a community.
Yeah.
Make sure what you want to bring. Don't take from someone else's stuff. What is it that you want to bring? Now, you can look at other things similar to what you're doing as you develop who you are in your own right. I did tons of research to show up where I did. Am I the only one that talks about perfection? No, it's actually being talked about quite a bit. But I have lived experiences. Bring those to light with who you are. And I love writing things down versus typing them. But make a list, handwritten, of the pluses and minuses of what you will bring to your platform. And how can you bring what you bring that's different from anyone else? No one's had the life experiences I've had. Natalia, I've had 7 hip surgeries for more than half my life. I now, since October 12, 2015, which was hip surgery number 7, I went in with no pain, but I was a walking time bomb waiting to happen. And I've lived in pain every day since then. But you know what, baby, I'm still here. I'm still walking. I'm still living life. I've ridden camels in the desert. I've climbed the Eiffel Tower. I've climbed the stairs of Sacré-Cœur. I went to Uru in Australia and did some climbing on, walking through caves and whatnot. Challenge life. Challenge life in order to grow and to become a world citizen. Because the one thing
I love the world citizen.
A world citizen, because that's what we are today. Technology allows us to communicate, operate, and function globally. I've gotten up in the middle of the night to coach a team in another culture halfway around the world.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. And again, another great segue into my next question, Dr. Helen. What is the biggest misconception that people have about your success at your level?
Oh, they think that. That's a good question. Maybe they don't think I'm deep enough. Or
I doubt that. Sorry, I doubt that.
Maybe they think I'm in it for me. I don't do this for me. I do this so that others coming along the path.
And I do understand what you mean by that. I think as coaches, other coaches are giving us quite a bad name. I get what you mean by that. And sometimes people feel like as a coach or, I don't know, a facilitator or a go-to or a community leader, that where some people have just done some horrific things and abused their power and their position, all for the love of money. I do think you're right. There is an element of people that can be mistrustful about us, feeling like we're serving ourselves and not authentically serving them. I get what you mean by that.
It is about others.
Yeah.
And I'm old school. I have credentials that I must recertify every year, that through bodies like the International Coaching Federation that has ethics and standards and guidelines that you operate under. Granted, the rapid growth of technology means if you're gifted in graphics and the gift of gab and all those other things, you can put yourself out in the world to be a whole lot of things that you aren't necessarily qualified to best do.
Yeah, yeah.
I value the multiple coaching certifications I've owned, so much so that I can't keep up with them all. I mean, I'm certified in team coaching and all of that, but I do that so that I can deliver excellence to those I serve, that they walk away better, stronger, more
love it. Absolutely love it. So your keynote, Dr. Helen, at the Top 100 Most Powerful Black Women Summit, what do you want every listener to walk away with after they hear you speak? Can we give them a little snippet of what to expect?
Yes. I now have a plan to become rooted and radiant in what I do. And that's what my talk is about, being rooted and radiant. And it's not rocket science. It's a process like anything else. You gotta invest in what you want in this world. And if you aren't willing to invest in it, why would you get what you say you want?
Yeah.
I can't be you, but I can help you be more of who you are.
Which is not an easy thing to do, and we often need help with that, and we don't ask for help enough. So, if you've been listening to this, one of the things that Dr. Helen is amazing at, and it's come out even with just us speaking today, is just getting you to look inside your authentic self and stop looking for perfection and all the answers to what you've got are buried in there. And I'm not a good coach, people, ladies. And some of you might be thinking, why on earth would I come on camera and say that? To be a coach, you've got to be an excellent listener. You have to be able to really connect with people and be able to pull out of them what they can't even see themselves. That takes a very special type of person. So I'm quite clear that my strength is consulting and not coaching. They are two very different things. And I know from doing my ICF, I struggled, Dr. Helen. And that's when I realized I don't think this is my lane, because I watched how, like you, for some people, it was so natural because that's ingrained with you. That's what you do. That's your gift.
I started coaching before I knew that's what I was doing. It was as an elected official, people would come to see me about their projects. And I was an anomaly because I do have a background. I'm a certified public accountant also. So I get the numbers and budgets and things of that nature, and they'd come to see me. And I began asking questions out of curiosity. Why? What brought you to see me? How can I help you? If that makes sense. Because I don't know your industry. I don't know this. But I do have an innate sense of, through conversation, through asking you powerful questions, by causing you to go deep beneath the surface. I tell all of my coaching clients, the first time they say to me, well, I don't know. And I say, well, if you don't know and I don't know, who does know? And so every question that you respond with, I don't know, says to me that you're living shallow.
Yeah.
Because every answer for your life rests within you. I can help guide you on the path you want to go, but you must be the captain of the ship called your life. And I'm going to help.
Someone can't come along and rescue you and help you. So if you are feeling a little lost, if you always feel like you strive for so much and you strive for perfection and you've accomplished so many things and you're still not where you want to be, you're frustrated, please make sure that you check Dr. Helen out. Everybody that registers for a ticket, the QR code is above me. You will get a program. So make sure that you please do check Dr. Helen out. Dr. Helen, where can people find you before we wrap up? Where can they go to find you, and what have we got more of coming from you in 2026?
Now, I told you I'm a citizen of the world. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on my website. My website is drhelenholton.com. I just, no period, just like my name, drhelenholton.com. A trick I learned a long time ago. I tried to get helenholton.com. It wasn't available. After I got over the shock that there was another Helen Holton in the world, how could that be? I thought I was the original. Oh, I am the original. And I remember receiving my doctorate degree and the president of the university saying, "You may now refer to yourself as doctor." I chuckled under my breath. Yeah, right, doctor. Who knew?
It was free. The
I know
domain.
it wasn't free. I earned it. I just decided, let me see if I can use it. And when I punched into GoDaddy, drhelenholton.com, it was available. I said, there you go. I've been elevated by what I've done. And so it's not about my credentials. I have them to support you, to give you the level of confidence you need to know you're coming to someone who has been trained and brings a level of expertise and is a lifelong learner, because the most effective leaders are lifelong learners. And I'm learning every day and I love it.
Oh, amen. Always got to be a learner. So we're going to wrap up, Dr. Helen. We're going to do a quick fire round. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and I would like you to end the sentence for me. Okay? So we're going to start with, my power increases when I
empower others to walk in their gifts.
Woo, love it. One belief Black women must release to rise faster.
I'm as good as the next one, if not better.
And lastly, one thing you want Black women to remember about their voice is,
your voice matters and deserves to be heard in any room you've been invited into.
Oh, I love it. Dr. Helen, thank you so much. I'm super excited you being at the summit. I'm so looking forward to your keynote. I know it's going to be a blast. Everybody, please make sure you get a ticket. Please make sure you share it. Please make sure that you go and follow Dr. Helen Holton on one of the very many platforms. If you Google her, she's going to come up. You are in for an absolute treat of self-discovery and just a lot more of a clearer path on how you're going to be moving forward to navigate your journey. So Dr. Helen, thank you so much for joining me on Spotlight Voices, and we look forward to seeing you at the summit. Take care.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It has truly been an honor and a privilege to be here, selected as a keynote speaker for the top 100 most powerful Black women.
Woo! Take care. Bye-bye.